Hey, we're back here with Kathy and Susan. They're here to talk about caregiving classes at the Missoula Aging Service. So please tell the viewing audience, what is that all about?
So we are offering at Missoula Aging Services in January and again in February 2 classes of powerful tools for caregivers. And it is a class that is open to family or informal caregivers, helping them to learn how to care for themselves while they're caring for others.
Cool. What do you do for these?
Well, I'm one of the facilitators of the class, and we have caregivers come in and we go through the various things that the class covers.
And what does the class cover? What is the specific areas that the class covers?
The class covers how to take care of yourself as a caregiver. So it's not things like how to keep the person you're caring for clean or change a bed. It doesn't have anything to do with actual caregiving tasks. It's more when you're the caregiver, you're under a lot of stress, there are lots of challenges. And so this class is all about the caregiver, how to take care of yourself. So how to lower your stress, how to help with decision making, how to communicate with doctors, for example, maybe how to hire extra help if you need that.
How to help with relaxation, make tough decisions. I think you said that one.
What
Set
are some of the
goals.
challenges a lot of caregivers face while they're taking care of, let's say, like a aging parent?
I think burnout is one of them, and that is why Powerful Tools is so powerful, because this is a way to take care of yourself and not burn out. It's for many people, it's a 24-hour job if they're home with their loved one, and that's a burnout situation if you don't take care of yourself.
Right. And the really nice thing about Missoula Aging Service is it allows people who are in the aging community to hold on to a lot of their own dignity. Mm-hmm. Or allows them to take care of themselves rather than, like a lot of times with people who get taken care of from at home, a lot of times like they get overwhelmed. A lot of the kids get overwhelmed. It's like, okay, maybe we can just put them into a facility where they have a whole bunch of caregivers whose job it is to take care of them. But this isn't what you guys are all about.
No, Missoula Aging Services promotes the independence, dignity, and health for elders and those who care for them.
So let's talk a little bit more about this class. When and where is it happening?
So it's happening at Missoula Aging Services, and starting in January 14th. It's a 6 weeks course, and and then we're starting again on February 11th and going 6 weeks into March.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so how long is each class?
Each class is an hour and
a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about it, Kathy?
I think it's a fantastic class. One thing about caregiving, you ask about challenges. Often the caregiver is really not able to get out of the house even much because they're not able to leave someone alone. So this is an opportunity to get out of the house, and Missoula Aging Services can help set up some respite care. So if you're caring for someone who can't be alone, Missoula Aging can help find some fill-in for you while you're at the class. And really, one of the best things of all about the class is the other people in the class are in the same situation you are. So you really build a support system with the other people.
Cool. So it's kind of like you guys are building a community of caregivers for the aging.
Right. So you really find out you're not alone out there, because it can be very isolating to be at home taking care of someone and you feel like, what do I do? Who else is in this situation? So that's one of the best things about it.
My next question is, how does the powerful tools for caregivers impact each of you personally?
Oh, I was a caregiver, and when I first attended the class as a caregiver at Missoula Aging Services, it was very, very helpful. But as a leader, I come out of those classes totally relaxed, totally at peace. It's really a wonderful feeling, and I know that the people who have taken the class are going home with that same relaxed, peaceful attitude of I can do this. I can take care of myself.
And I would echo that. Both of my parents had to go into an assisted living for the last couple of years of their lives. So you can be a caregiver. You don't have to have someone living with you to be considered a caregiver. If you have a parent or a loved one in a facility, either nursing home or assisted living, you're still doing caregiving sorts of things. You're going there to visit, you're interacting with the staff, you might be helping with their finances. That's taking a big part of your life, and so you're still a caregiver. So I also, it's helpful to me to sit and learn from the other people in the class. It really is a great opportunity. It's really helpful.
Yeah. What is the common theme that a lot of the people who take these classes, like, what is their commonality? What do they associate with most of all when they take these classes? There's like, oh yeah, my mom is like this too, and I'm dealing with the
Right.
same kind of thing.
Well, what we find is that it doesn't matter what the diagnosis is for caregivers. They often have some of the the same concerns. So we don't really focus at all on diagnoses and what the loved one may have. We focus mostly on the caregiver.
And I would say one of the prominent feelings that people have is guilt. Even though they're doing an amazing amount of work, they often feel that they're not doing enough. And then there's the issue of if they get to the point of exhaustion and things just aren't working at home and they're thinking maybe someone needs a facility, assisted living or nursing home, again, lots of feelings of guilt. So that's really worked through in the class as well.
Cool. And so one more time, when are these classes, and how can people get in contact with you to be a part of this, to sign up?
The classes are going to start, the first one starts on January 14th, and it will be 6 weeks. And they are at Missoula Aging Services. You just come in the front door, they'll tell you where to go. And then the second class is starting on February 11th and will go into March, 6 weeks into March, 6-week class. And same thing. And they can sign up by calling Missoula Aging Services at 728-7682 and probably talking to someone like me.
And there's also a website on Eventbrite. So if you go on Eventbrite and look for Powerful Twos, you can sign up that way as well.
Cool. Well, is there anything else you guys want to say?
It's a wonderful course.
It is really great. I would highly encourage people to come.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for joining
Thank
me. And if you guys are interested in caregiving, or you're in a particular area in your life where you need a little extra help, you can get in contact with the Missoula Aging Services. What's your guys' number again?
728-7682.
All right.